So today I'm here to tell you about all the books that I want to read during the month of September. September is going to be an interesting reading month for me because I only have 4 books on my TBR. I'm just going to be trying to concentrate on these 4. 2 of them are super long, like incredibly long. Actually, 3 of them are really long, let's just be honest with it. So it's going to be an ambitious month for me, but I figured I'm just going to put 4 books on my TBR this month and be kind of chill with it and hopefully get some good progress into these longer ones. So starting out with the short book that I want to read is Beneath the Sugar Sky by Mcguire. This is the 3rd book in the Wayward Children series. I have loved the first 2 books in the series, especially the second one was my favorite. I enjoyed the first one, but it was a 4-star. Second one was 5-star, so I'm hoping that this one is also a 5-star. This is following a world where children are just transported through these portals to these magical worlds, and they live there for an extended period of time, and they really feel like they're home there. This is where they really belong. But for some reason or another, they end up getting transported back to the real world, and they have a very difficult time adjusting to that. So the first book is following the kids as they are back into the real world, and they're either trying desperately to get back to their home world, or they're just having a really tough time dealing with being back into Earth. The second book is following 2 of the children as they are in their magical world, and then this one is also following one of the kids in their magical world. So loved the second one, super excited to read this one. I hope I enjoy it just as much as the second one. Then one I did not make it to in August was Iron Gold by Pierce Brown. I'm really trying to get to Dark Age, so I definitely want to reread this one. I've already read this one once, but I want a refresher before I dive back into Dark Age. So I'm really excited to hopefully read this one in September, and it is a reread, so I'm hoping that I'll be able to read it faster because it is pretty long. Then I will be buddy reading The Sword of Kygen by M.L. Wang. I'm going to be buddy reading this with my friend Holly. We buddy read a book together earlier this year and we both didn't like it, so we're hoping that this one will be a success because of how much rave reviews it's getting. I'll link Holly's channel up here, so you could definitely go check her out. She reviews mostly adult science fiction fantasy. Love her channel. But this is a Asian-inspired fantasy that is like Avatar: The Last Airbender meets the Poppy War. That's what they pitched it as, and that sounds so good to me. I've been hearing so many good things about this book. I know it's on a lot of people's favorite books of the year so far, so definitely looking forward to getting into this one. Then lastly, the biggest book on my TBR this month is The Way of Kings by Brandon Sanderson. I can't believe that I'm going to be trying to read this month, but I'm going to try to catch up on this series before the end of the year so that I can kind of be up to date with the 4th book that's coming out in November. So I'll be a little bit behind reading the 4th book if I could read the first 3 by January. Then read the 4th book in January. So that's what I'm hoping will happen, but who knows, these books are so long. This one is just over 1,000 pages, so I believe that will put it almost at the longest book I've ever read. I know absolutely nothing about the series. Every time I hear somebody review it in their wrap-up, it's always kind of like, this series is just so big, it's hard to summarize into just a brief synopsis. So I don't know anything about it, but I know that I've loved the previous 2 Brandon Sanderson books that I've read, so I'm definitely looking forward to kind of getting on par with the other science fiction fantasy reviewers and catching up on this one. So a very short video, very short TBR. I hope you guys are enjoying your reading that you've been doing lately. If you've read any of these, make sure to let me know in the comments down below if you enjoyed them. Make sure to like this video down below and subscribe if you would like to. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!